Well, I've just had a chicken dinner and just watching the traffic go by. Got a can of Carlsberg on the go. I've a couple of glasses of red wine and a Jameson's Irish whiskey, so I've had a few to drink, to be honest. But yeah, all sorts going past here, and fishing boats and pleasure boats. You know, it's nice just to sit here and watch them bimble past. Just cycle around this morning to the Captain Han restaurant. There's Gypsy way in the distance there. You can barely see her in the distance. But, this is one of these Turkish restaurants where you can, I think they own these mooring balls. So you hitch up to one of these mooring balls and get in your dinghy, park it here, and then you can eat here at night. Obviously there's a charge, but I've just had a cup of tea in there, and he said it's on the house, so in Turkish, I think. They don't speak any English. But it's quite noisy. A lot of boats over there. All to do with the fish farms, I believe. But I was cycling past there, and what is it with dogs when they chase you on a bike? I can never understand that, but there's loads of them who came hounding after me. I had to pedal like crazy to get away from them. Anyway, back up the dirt track and find there's a general store around here, I think, somewhere. We're out in the sticks, so try and get something because I'm running low on food, and I don't really want to stock up because I'm leaving tomorrow for the airport. Just been to find a shop on the other side of the bay. Very basic, but the one of the guys there is his wife's from Derby, so we had a good spatter of English to converse with, but I only managed to get a potato and a loaf of bread out of him, to be honest. So yeah, it's out of the country, there's not much around. See the state of the roads, it's not easy on here. Well, good morning from Blackpool Filed Yacht Club. Today I'm on rescue boat duty. It's Discover Sailing Day today, so we've got some people who want to try out sailing. So our job today is just to make sure nobody falls in, or if they do, fish them out and then ferry them from the pontoon over there onto the dinghies out here. Lovely day. Okay, for those of you who outside the UK who don't know much about this area where I live, this is Thornton Cleaveley's, or rather Skippool. This is the yacht club. It's where I learnt to sail. This is the River Wyre. All these boats moored up, part of the club, but they're actually public moorings. You pay to the local council for the rental. And it's quite tidal here. I mean, all this water you can see at the moment, come 5 o'clock tonight, it won't be here. It's like somebody pulled the plug out. It can drop from 9 metres down to virtually zero, which is such a shame, because this would be a different place if this was permanent water like what I'm used to in the Med. So I say I'm just patrolling around, making sure nobody capsizes. It's a gorgeous day. There's another rib over there who's doing the same job as me, but there's some courses going on as well, dinghy courses, teaching them how to sail and stuff, so it's a busy all day. Well, say hello to my new Sarker XL anchor. Quite an expensive piece of kit, but looking at all the tests I've seen on YouTube, cameras on the seabed, and this thing really digs in. But bearing in mind of all the anchor problems I've been having in the past, I thought before it gets catastrophe time, I thought I'd better get this thing fitted. Anyway, I've used the angle grinder to cut off the old shackle which was welded on. There's the old Bruce anchor, so I'm not quite sure where I'm going to put that at the moment. Might fit in the fender locker or the rope locker, I'm not sure yet. Right, it's just a matter of seeing if it'll fit on the bow. Out walking in Mandalay, left Gypsy on a mooring bowl outside the Captain Han restaurant. I just come to stretch my legs really. Might go for a swim in a minute. Well, it's about 30 degrees today and it's 20 past 5 in the late afternoon. Starting to cool down a bit too warm earlier on for anything strenuous, but these things have got to be done. Hi from Didim, Turkey. Sailed here a couple of days ago, or motored rather, but then the alternator decided to fail, so the battery wasn't charging. Luckily I had enough power in the battery to get me here. The engine kept me going, but yesterday I found out what the problem was. It was the alternator wire had broken, the alternator warning light wire, which had completely crumbled, so I had to set up a new bloody loom for it and a new terminals and everything. But anyway, I've also fitted my DC to DC battery charger, which I'll probably can show you. It's not easy to change the orientation on the boat when I'm doing a video on an iPhone, but I'll try, and I can probably see it there. That's it. It's getting a bit complicated in there, but the DC to DC charger protects the alternator because I've got lithium batteries fitted, and if those management systems inside the batteries fail, it can pull too much power out of the alternator and fry it, and that prevents it. And also it's set up for lithium batteries. This alternator isn't, so it actually converts electricity in a steady current for the lithium batteries to be a bit more optimized. Anyway, technical stuff over. The other thing I want to show you is I'm getting ready tomorrow to head for Kusadasi, further north where I am, on my quest to get to Istanbul. The wind's going to change, so it's going to blow from south to north, which is a rarity here. So I'm going to get the spinnaker ready, so I'll just go on deck and show you how to do it. Okay, there's tourist town, Didim. So I know, sorry about the wind noise. So I've just got to drag the spinnaker out from the V-berth, which is drag it out from the store there in the locker. Get it ready. And I've hoisted it already all the way up to the top there in its sock. And what happens is, when I get it all set up, when I've got these lines all sorted, I attach one end to the bow there and the other two lines going around the side of the boat. Then I pull on the line and that sock raises. You can obviously only do this with the wind behind and when you're in motion. And the spinnaker pulls me along with a bit of luck, so that's the plan. So I'm just going to set these clue lines and drop it all down, fold it all in with the dinghy, put the dinghy on the boat, tuck it all in for the night, and I'm ready for going tomorrow. Happy days.